What I loved, that you could take a break from sitting watching, and you could still hear it, and then you could swap between one speaker and another. And I'd never come across this technology before, but I really love it.
Fantastic experience. It really made it for me because I suffer from tinnitus, which is a vibration, a very fine, high-pitched vibration in your ears. You can't control it. If there's more than one source of sound, it's very confusing. With the headphones, I was able to listen to precisely what I wanted to listen to, and not the chatter around me or the clanging of whatever was going on, and even being able to sit outside and not being in the tent because it was, some of the sessions were so large. It was a huge advantage, and it enhanced my experience enormously. It's a fantastic innovation, and I appreciate it very much.
Fantastic. So I've been able to stand here at the stall and listen to the other speakers in the other tents, and even queuing up to have my lunch, I've been able to listen to Mandy Nolan have a hilarious conversation about whatever she was talking about. So yeah, they've been fabulous, and I hope they're here again next year. Lots of people have been returning them here, saying how fantastic they are, and that some kids have been here not wanting to listen to this, but wanting to listen to the surfing over in the other tent. So they've been able to sit here with Mum and Dad whilst listening to the other surfers have their conversations. So it's been awesome.
Looking after the Indigenous Literacy Foundation, which was the charity partnership, so we're a little bit away from the main action, and they were just the most inspired idea. I just thought it was brilliant. It kept you connected with what was happening, so we could just kind of tune in and tune out and be part of it. So well done.
Thank you. And some of your team were like based in the one location and couldn't move around very much, and
That's
they
right.
got to tune in to the different venues as well.
Yeah, it was wonderful not to miss out on some of the major talent happening at the festival. Yeah, brilliant idea. Brilliant. Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. It was really good fun, particularly like the idea that you could just be off anywhere on the site, catch up on things you might be missing, and that you could sit in the sun, watch the birds, and at the same time hear a couple of sessions. And of course you could surf much more easily than walking from tent to tent. You could just flick from channel to channel. I heard a lot of people in queues just raving about them. Everyone's just so impressed, actually. They just loved the idea. They just thought it was really, really good fun. And it also, I think it takes away that terrible feeling that you might be missing out on something else in the next tent. You can instantly check and go, nah, we'll stay here.
It was brilliant. I loved it, and I love that sense that I could keep engaged. In fact, at one stage I really wanted to be on my own and take a walk out into the meditation walk up there, and I didn't want to miss the session that I was listening to. Kept them on the whole way, did the whole walk, watched some dolphins, came back, didn't miss a thing. Enriched my experience vastly. I loved it.
My friend was over in the children's tent with Andy Griffiths, and it was all going off with the kids, but she'd caught half a session before she had to go back over there because they were playing tag, her and her husband. So she sat there in the children's tent with the headphones on, catching the second half of the talk that she'd been at earlier. So it meant she could sit there in solidarity with her son and still listen to the things she was really interested in. So it was great.
And how was your experience with Julia? So it was very busy around the tent yesterday with Julia.
Julia was just completely packed out. So the people that actually got seats had bags them for like 1 or 2 sessions before and weren't moving. And so the entire area over to the coffee area was filled. People had packed the hay bales, everything. So you couldn't even see her and you were standing, but we could go sit somewhere comfortable and we could just feel part of the crowd with our headphones on. It was really perfect, actually. You got to feel part of it all without even worrying about having to, stand in an uncomfortable position.
How was your experience with the headphones?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm listening to a session that's over there. The session that's over, it's a couple hundred metres over that way. It's great. I'm going to go to the bookshop now and keep listening to the session while I go and look at the books. And that's just really cool.